Hello to you all. My name is Khunze, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you this morning. I see someone here who has put a lot of work into themselves over an extended period, like a lot of spiritual healing work on themselves, and they've got themselves to a place where they're really at peace where they are spiritually. You're a spiritually accomplished person. However, you've kind of hit this juncture where you don't know where to put yourself. You don't know where to spend your energy. You don't know what to do. And it's affecting your sense of stability. It's bringing confusion into the idea around who you are. What they're showing me, it's in your advice and in your sacral chakra, is that it's time to close the cycle. You have lots of ideas. You have lots of visions. You have things you've started, not completed. You have, some of these things, you've started them in your heart, in your mind, that they haven't been grounded. You have not done anything physical with them. And some are things you have started, but you've left them kind of in the air. You kind of retreated to go and fix yourself, is the word I want to use. And so what you did is that you limited visibility. You made yourself a hermit for a while to work on yourself. And the good thing is that you actually have got yourself to a great place. What they're telling me to remind you is to remember what you're passionate about. And this requires, it's because you've been sitting and thinking about, why can't I move? What healing is left? And so that's where you're going. You're going to find more healing work, as if you've got comfortable in the hermit phase. And so this is a combination of fear, confusion, but the thing is, what they're wanting me to tell you is that things have changed around you, and it's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to take a leap of faith. It's as if as soon as you jump on any of the things that you want to do, you're going to start feeling more stable. And to direct you in terms of where to begin, it's about what makes you feel good inside. Like, go to your passion. And I see you're someone who loves many things. You do like many things, but there's something that has ignited inside of you. When I go to what you're trying to figure out, I've got the Fire Guardian card. It says ignite your passions. And where I'm looking at your advice, it says protection guardian, drop your shields. And this woman's got a crown made of not unicorn. I wonder why unicorns have come up. She's got a crown full of, why is this peacock feathers? And her wings are peacock feather colors. And she looks like she's ready to fly, but she stops. Her hand is held up. She stops, and she's consulting with her intuition to figure out. She actually doesn't look like she knows why she stopped. She looks protective. And I'm showing you the card here. She looks protective. But what I feel I need to say to her is that she's adorned in beauty. What she's got to offer doesn't need her protection. It's already protected through its beauty, through its quality, through what it just is. And so they're asking you to drop your guard. They're asking you to drop your guard. Your energy is being spent on your guard instead of in your work, your expression. And I've got in your throat chakra, that's your expression. I've got you in the 5 of Pentacles. This tells me that you've almost alienated yourself from your expression, and you're not comfortable there, you're not happy there. And I've got your third eye so ready to share and so ready to give, and it's actually clear. It's super clear. So there's a fear here of sharing yourself, sharing the most valuable parts of yourself with your surroundings. I've got you almost with one foot in the am I enough stepping stone, and your other foot in the am I too much stepping stone. Do you see how these two are they're at such contrasts? They're like opposites. But the thing that is similar, where they're the same, is that both are not enough. And where you're going to find your balance, where you belong, is between those, not in either of those, is between those. And that's in the present. That's where you are enough is right now. Where you are enough is where you're sitting in the place where you feel passion, you've dropped your guard, and you're moving. And there's no need to think too far ahead. There's no need to think too far ahead. What I'd like to see is like a person who's jogging on the spot. That's what I'm seeing. Like I'm seeing someone jogging on the spot, which I'm actually fine with, because in that you're going to create momentum. You're going to create momentum jogging on the spot. So just find yourself between those two. You're not too much, and you are not enough. You are enough. And I want to say, and I hope you don't take this wrong, I want to say that both are becoming an excuse to not move. And I want to actually, I might need some more cards here. Both are becoming an excuse. And the real fear here is vulnerability. The real fear here is vulnerability. And I'm inclined to say that your vulnerability is actually is required here because of this thing you're passionate about is something you've hidden really, really deep inside your heart. And you're almost in disbelief that you might have the opportunity to explore it. And so they're saying that it is there because it was meant to be brought out. It requires vulnerability because of how precious it is to you. So it's the things that are most precious to us that we fear sharing. And because they belong to our hearts, it's like it's in our heart. That's why we have so much fear about it. And where I see you in your outcome is I've got the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. 9 of Cups is usually about, or can be about, a sense of independence and building your independence within yourself, building yourself. And the 9 of Swords, very much a fear card. It's stress, fear. And you're going to be building so those 2 9s, you're going to be building your resilience around this fear. And that's through, I feel like that's going to be through accepting what I've just said, accepting that you're scared because of where you're drawing from. I've got another 9, I got the Hermit. And so it's this specific passion, it's this specific thing that sent you into the Hermit. That's what sent you into Hermit phase. So this whole period, while you've been working on, you see it as your spirituality and you've actually maxed out on that for now. You've maxed out on your healing work for now. You're never going to solve all your healing work in one space, like in one pocket of time. The reason you retreated was to go and address yourself spiritually, and you've got the key. You're at 10 of Pentacles here in terms of where you are spiritually, like you're there. And you've also walked away from trying to control things. So you've become comfortable with the idea of surrender and all of that. The thing is now you're in this limbo. That's 3 9s in where you're headed. It's like, I need more here. Hold on. I've got the Stag. Trust and thrive. It's got I don't know what this is called, it's like a Celtic symbol, and it's got these 3 spirals in a triangle. I'll show you the card. This to me says you've got everything you need right here. And so instead of you applying your own protection, remember that you're already inherently protected. His horns tell me that there's already protection here. And these 3 sources of you. Earlier this morning I came across the card, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically it's a guardian, and it's got the sun, the moon. I have to show you the card, I'll find it. The sun, the moon, and your eye. And it's as if one needs to trust that all of these very integral, crucial elements of life are going to continue to generate everything you need. And so you don't have to look too far you don't have to look into the future. Also another thing I'm seeing here is because of these spirals, they're arranged almost like a triangle, which speaks to me of stability, but stability that's in continuous regeneration. And the number 9, having come up 3 times as well here in your outcome, is showing me like a 9 is almost like you're drawing a spiral. And so these 3 spirals are being represented everywhere here. And so you're not by yourself, because the 9 of Cups feels like a building for oneself, but this is a reminder that you're not by yourself. The 9 of Swords is saying you don't have to sit in fear. And the number 9, the Hermit, is you. And now we just need to make a decision to give this passion a chance and take a leap. This is not a big leap. The card that I had was a spring. It says spring. It's got a hare taking a leap. In your crown, I've got the 8 of Wands, which is movement and communication, and having it in your crown is telling me this whole message is telling me that this is something that you have wanted for a very, very long time. A branch just fell off a tree behind me. This is something that you have wanted for a very, very long time, and for some time you didn't think that it was something that you could have. You had a long list of reasons as to why you can't have this thing, but it's not about why you can't have it. You actually have it. It's inside you. And this is not even about sharing this thing yet. It's actually just expressing it. So you need to give it some airtime. You need to give this a go. And it's not just giving it a go, it's doing it. But you'll only discover that you're doing it once you give it a go. If you found this reading helpful, I actually created an extended, and I've left the link below. It's here on YouTube. I just realized as I was drafting the title and the summary that we needed to look more into the fear. You know, what's also interesting is that when I look at the times of the time that I recorded this video, that was 10:33, and then when I finished recording the extended, that was 11:33. Sending you love.